Hey folks, JD here. So, the Eachine E59, the JJRC J2, are they both the same? Are they not? Honestly, yeah, I think they're pretty much both the same. But obviously I don't really want to be saying that without taking them for a little test flight and seeing exactly if there are any differences, albeit they might be minute, but they could be seen from the flight. So what are we looking at? We've got two nano or two micro folding quadcopters. Now, I had this one first. This is a JJRC J2. This came as part of the J1 and J2 JJRC bundle. And then also I bought this, the Eachine E59, just because I think they're remarkably good fun. And as for indoor copters, they are absolutely brilliant. They really are. But obviously today we're going to be flying them outdoors, as it makes a bit of a better video for yourself rather than just looking at my kitchen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take up the JJRC J2 first, as this has been the one that I haven't flown in a while, and then we're going to bring him down after a couple of minutes, and we're going to take up the Eachine E59. Okay, so what am I going to do? How am I going to make this as fair as possible? Well, I'm going to fly them both in speed mode 3, and we're just going to look at the flying patterns and see exactly how they work against the how they work when they're both up in the air. So what about the transmitters? Well, to be honest with you, a lot like the quadcopters, the transmitters are absolutely identical. So there we go. So obviously you can see JJRCs and Eachines as well. There's no difference, but obviously what I want to do, I don't think there's going to be a difference in the transmitters, but I would like to take these quadcopters up and see exactly how they do. So let's do it. Now, what I've done as part of the pre-flight checks is I've gone through and I have ensured that all of these screws are done up nice and tightly, as that was the thing that I had to do from the unboxing, was just ensure that all of these were done up, as some of the propeller arms just felt a little bit too loose for me. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take her up, we're going to fly her around a bit in speed mode 3, and then we're going to bring her back down and take up the Eachine. Right, let's get a safe distance away and let's take her up. Now, as soon as it goes up, no problem. Speed mode 3, demon mode. Okay. Yeah, I like speed mode 3. I like speed mode 1 and 2 on these guys as well. They're all as fun as each other. But speed mode 3, you've got that little added extra little bit of oomph, should you need it. You don't really need it with these guys, but today I'm just adding it just to ensure that we get quite a nice speedy test as well. Oh yes, I like these guys. Now this feels exactly the same as when I first took him up. No issues there whatsoever. Also feels the same as the Eachine's version. Obviously I didn't expect there to be any difference whatsoever. I thought they were just going to be like for like, but it's always good to take them out and test, because there could be one thing that you don't notice otherwise. Oh, look at him go. Oh, incredible amounts of fun for such a little guy. Oh yes, mate. Oh, and so quiet as well, and not whiny motors. That's what you sometimes get. Little motors that just whine at you. Nee. These aren't whiny motors at all. These are quite nice, quite quiet, not very high pitched. Okay, so that is JJRC J2 on speed mode 3. So let's remove this guy from the air and let's take up Eachine. And one up, one down to bind. Now that we've bound, this guy takes a lot longer to bind than this guy does, than the JJRC did. Let's just put that to the test again. Let's knock him off. Let's give it a second. Let's turn him on. Let's turn this guy on. One up and one down. That was a bit quicker. I don't know why the first time, but it seemed to take a real long length of time in order to bind then, for some strange reason. But okay, so what I've had to do in this as well as part of the pre-flight checks is I've gone through and just ensured that all these screws are done up again, same as the JJRC version, so that we get a nice tight, but not too tight, movement, so we don't get any movement from the propeller arms mid-flight. So what I'm going to do is stand at a safe distance. Let's take this guy up again. Okay, let's in speed mode 3 straight away. I do like us when you put him into speed mode 3, he dips. Feels exactly the same, sounds exactly the same. Probably because they are exactly the same. But at the same time, I wouldn't have wanted, if I got asked a question on them, I wouldn't have wanted to say, yeah, they're fine, they're exactly the same, and for them not to be. Okay. Oh, look at him go, man. So good. And even as well, when you turn him, when you bank him, whoa, look how quick he comes back around. I do have a stupid amount of fun with these little guys, I really do. Okay, bank him again. Oh, turns on a sixpence, man. And again. LEDs, really quite bright indeed. Back ones again, no, not so bright. You can see them as you're about to turn, but I can't see them otherwise. But luckily, I'm flying this in the day. Okay, yeah, really good, really enjoyed, really nice. Great to take these guys up again. Alright then, I'm going to take him around one last time, and then I'm going to bring this guy in as well. I've seen exactly what I wanted to see, and that was that this guy is the same as the JJRC J2. Alright then, let's land him. Decrease his altitude. Oh, a little bit of a bumpy landing, but he landed quite nicely on all 4 landing sprigs, no cracks. Alright then folks, let's get a verdict. Oh god, that was fun. Even though it is bitterly cold here today, that was incredible amounts of fun. So, okay, what are my thoughts? Well, let's do them in the order that we took them up. JJRC, it's just really good fun, brilliant. Didn't have any issues at all. Took him up, flew him around speed mode 3. That gives you quite a bit of power at reduced battery, but at the same time you can, it is just a much more enjoyable flight than speed mode 1 where he's just dawdling around a little bit. And also because of the size of this guy, this particular pitch that we fly him on is just massive. And likewise with the Eachine as well. Both of them are so much fun, and they are exactly the same. So if you, unfortunately, I don't think as of the time of making this, you can buy this in a single packet. I think you have to buy them at JJ1 and JJ2, but that's not a problem because they are really such good fun. And Eachine you can buy on its own. You can buy this, and it is ridiculously cheap and really good fun. I think the next test now is to take them indoors and see exactly how the Eachine, or just let's see how one of them does indoors, how well they fly with the addition of a ceiling. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed, folks. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.